Ayy, they say I'm showing out. 15th birthday cake, I had to blow them out. My money right now. But you don't feel me though. Now that I really don't. Cause they love the same as they be giving me. And that's too bad, a damn shame. You just shoot, I aim to ease the pain, but okay, I want it, I go get it. You just sit and bullshit with it. Woo! That's a classic, man. You know what I'm saying? That's from the debut album of yours truly. How many years ago was that? That was 14 years ago. I used to be a rapper. Wow. Amazing how we grow, right? Amazing. So, welcome to another episode of reporting live from the quarantine. Because we're live from the quarantine. When you find yourself in the house a lot, you tend to get creative. So, yo, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, so you know how we do it when we first start, man. I just want to see how many soils of the earth is checking in. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what part, square footage of this planet you chiming in from. You know what I'm saying? You know, Bay Area representative over here. Hotep, peace. Chef Carter, I hope you really do cook something. We got LD Class in the building. The Joy of Music 253. What it do? You know what I'm saying? This may be a little late for my East Coast compadres, but you know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, we gonna rock whether it's 3 people or 300. It don't matter. I'm gonna give you this work. You gonna get this work. Started a little late today, but that's okay. Memphis, Tennessee in the building. Memphis, Tennessee in the building. That's what's up. VA. I used to dribble down in VA. All right. So in today's episode or live stream, we're not gonna stumble and fumble around, man. We gonna go straight the fucking, you know what I'm saying? We got Marco the Prophet, you know what I'm saying? Back in this thing, gang, you know what I'm saying? Chi-Town, you know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate you. Yes, sir. Akbar Ra definitely checking in once again. You know what I'm saying? Cadillac, VA representative, you dig? Chef Carter says he wish he would have called yesterday's show. Yeah, I was checking. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I didn't want to waste a lot of time trying to go through the resources of finding out. But yeah, like I said, man, let's dive in, man. Let's not play with it. You know, we're gonna take some intermissions, but we definitely gonna take our time and try to be a little bit more thorough. Sometimes I know I get off course. That's because I just don't think linear. I'm so chaotic with my delivery, man. But so I'm just very appreciative of y'all, you know, being chaotic with me and shit. So you know, whatever. You know I'm in the quarantine. Look, see that? That's what the quarantine do. My Brody, young crack. What up, bro? That's my blood brother right there. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Check him out. Check him out. Okay, we're gonna go in, man. Okay, so listen, man, if you've seen the title, man, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about DNA and mutations. The reason why we're gonna talk about DNA and mutations is because of what this quote unquote virus is. And as a disclaimer, like I said, I don't have the answers to what this is or what's going on. I'm just going to put things on the table and we're going to take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so with that being said, there's two possibilities here. And I keep reiterating that this could be something that's man-made, or this could be something that's natural. No matter if it's man-made or natural, we're going to handle it. And no matter if it's man-made or natural, it has spiritual origins. Because it doesn't matter what the story is, the outcome is what we're dealing with, period. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we got to disconnect from being human and emotional to see what we're dealing with, to know how to proceed. All right? We're going to just put that out there first and foremost. All right? All right. So what we do know is that it's some sort of a virus, something. It's something that is entering your body and changing you. So what does a virus do? A virus is a little organism, if you will, that has DNA in it. Okay? So what it does is once it enters your body via some of these holes, your nose, your mouth, particularly, you know, I mean, maybe it can go into your ears. It's possible. I don't know. But normally your nose and your mouth, and it festers right here in this ear, nose, mouth area, festers and accumulates and kind of grows there. And that's how you get it to, you know, further travel down your body. Okay? It's a virus. But what it does is once it's in the body, it finds cells to go into. Once it goes into these cells, it uses the cell as a host and starts to multiply. And then then after it multiplies for so many, I don't know what's the determination of when it stops, but once it gets done using the cell as a host, it exits the host cell and now it becomes a virion. So it goes from virus to a virion. Once it's a virion, it tries to exit the body to further spread. Like, viruses are intelligent. They're not just like bacteria is intelligent. It's not. It's living its purpose and it's fulfilling its purpose. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just like LeBron James's purpose was to come into the NBA and be the fucking man. Viruses have a purpose, is to do what the fuck they do, and that's what it's doing. All right. So, with that being said, let's take a look at some visuals. Let me find some visuals to kind of put out there so you can see. Here we go. We're gonna take this. Like this picture here, you can see exactly what I was trying to explain to you. That this circle thing is like a cell. Okay. And it's funny, I'm gonna come back to this picture because I just thought about something. So, like, say this is the virus. You see this here? This is the new DNA strand that's inside of the virus. The virus penetrates here, okay, enters the host cell, and the host cell does have a nucleus. It does attack the nucleus, and from inside of there, it does duplicate and replicate. Let's find another example. See, this is a better, clearer picture of what you're looking at as far as virus replication inside of a cell. All right. Okay, so this is what I was saying down here. This is where the virions come out of the host cell after it replicates in there. But as you can see, that there's DNA strands in there. Okay, and I'm going to actually go into that a little later about the DNA strands that live inside of viruses. Okay, now the reason why I brought up the viruses is because viruses causes mutations. Okay, because it's bringing DNA into a host, which is a human that already has its own DNA genomes. All right, it has the potential to cause mutations. And like I said, whether this is something that is man-made or whether this is something that is a natural occurrence, right? It's an occurrence, and we're going to have to deal with that and see what it is. Okay, so let's look at some visuals to give you a little clearer understanding. I just want to make sure that everything is being handled. Let's take a look.
10 million viruses in any single drop of seawater. And a lot of types of viruses are beneficial to the planet's ecosystem, and only an insanely tiny percentage affect humans at all. And they're really simple. Viruses are basically a shell with some DNA inside, and they just want to spread and duplicate. That's their only goal. But they're so simple that they need a host to do that. So they reproduce by infecting their host cells and then trick them to become factories that just make more exact copies of the virus. When you get sick and then cough or sneeze, or wipe your nose and then touch a surface, you're putting copies of this virus out to find other hosts and just repeat the process. And so...
Okay, just to make sure we're clear on what we're dealing with. All right. Just like the, I forgot that guy's name, but his channel was super dope. Mark Rober. Check out his channel. He has a lot of interesting stuff on there. You know, it's a lot of fun stuff to watch. Very interesting dude. You know what I'm saying? He makes a lot of dope videos. But nonetheless, so just like how he said, viruses aren't necessarily bad. You know what I'm saying? And there's a reason why I'm going to bring that up. Because they can actually do good, maybe, depending on the type of virus. Kind of going back into the mutations. Let's read some more literature on it. All right, let's read some more literature on it. Let's take a look. Okay, DNA viruses are, let me bring myself back into the screen. DNA viruses is a virus that has DNA or genetic material and replicates and uses dependent DNA polymerase, a nucleic acid that is usually double-stranded DNA, but also maybe single-stranded DNA. Let's scroll down. Viral replication is the formation of biological viruses during the infection process that target host cells. We covered that. Viruses must first get into the cell before viral replication. We covered that. Okay, let's take a look. Well, let's type in can viruses cause mutations? Let's see what we can find on that real quick. I'm looking for it. Hold on, give me a second. Viruses can cause mutations, but I want to get some literature on it so I can give you right and exact information. But I don't want to waste a lot of time searching for it. So I'm just going to tell you what I know about it without it being all scientific, because I'm going to take the unscientific approach, right? So since the DNA that lives inside of viruses do enter your cells, they can cause a mutation to the existing DNA because it's adding. There's different processes when it comes to antibodies and antigens. You know what I'm saying? There's a process when it comes to the immune system and fighting off infection or viruses that either takes away from DNA, or it either adds to DNA, or it duplicates the DNA depending on the virus. Okay, this is important. Now, what's also important is the blood. Now, when it comes down to the situation of what we're dealing with this pandemic, is what people aren't really talking about is blood types. And I spoke about this a lot in previous videos, how important it is to know what your blood type is. It's very, very, very important. Very important to know what your blood type is. Because when you're going to try to heal yourself, you have to know what you're talking about. If you're going to chant, if you're going to meditate, whatever, if you're going to call upon your ancestors, you have to direct the energy to, you have to know. You don't just pray, oh, please, Lord, please get rid of this sickness. That's not going to work. This is why I'm going into details about you seeing visually what's going on. See what I'm saying? So you got to see visually what you're working with. Okay? Now, like I said, this could be man-made or this can be a natural process. If this is a man-made type of situation that we're dealing with, let's think about this. This is a global thing. Globally, people's DNAs are being compromised, either changed, either taken away from, or added to. So if this is a man-made thing, would they be adding to our DNA? I don't know. Would they be taking away from our DNA, making us sicker, making us vulnerable to disease? Globally, why would they do that? See, we're trying to figure out what's going on. I'm just putting the pieces of the puzzle out there on the table so you can see, right? Would they multiply our DNA, make us stronger, make us super mutants? Probably not. I think they'll probably try to compromise our DNA, if anything. So this is what points back to it being warfare. So if it is, it's warfare. So who's doing it? But that's mundane shit. We covered that yesterday. We're moving on. This is progressive. Each video in this series will be progressive. You learn something, you absorb it, you move on and progress. Progress. See what I'm saying? So we're moving out of the realm of fear and into the realm of taking back control and using the information. All right. Why, if it's natural, right, and this virus is in our bodies, what would that do? Could this be the rapture? I don't know. Could this be panspermia? Could this be DNA upgrades? Because remember, around the 2012-ish era, remember that when they were saying all these signs and symptoms of DNA activation. Remember those videos? DNA activation, and where they had the weird music and shit. Or they'll say signs that you're having a spiritual awakening. What was the signs? You remember? Oh, flu-like symptoms. They would say that shit. I remember those videos. I would go find one. I should go find one while I'm running my mouth because that shit funny. Flu-like symptoms. Flu-like symptoms. No, maybe I should go to Google. Let's go to Google. Signs of DNA activation. Images. Here we go. I found one. Body aches and pains, headaches, career changes, right? Changing family relationships. Who's here? See if I can find the flu-like symptoms. Flu-like symptoms. Loss of fear, back and neck pain. Noticing sequences. Okay, astral travel. You know what's funny? Actually, that I'm over here trying to clown this shit to keep it fucking real. All this shit is happening. This is what I'm trying to say. That maybe this is what's supposed to happen. So don't just be afraid. Maybe this is what's supposed to go down. It's possible though. It's possible though. And just like how I mentioned earlier, there's an idea or there's a form of thought of something called panspermia. Let's look up panspermia and see benefits of life activation. I'm still stuck on this symptom shit, but this shit's funny. That shit is hilarious, man. I'm gonna find that shit. But anyways, let's look panspermia. Yeah, there we go. Panspermia. Now you see this? You see this? Panspermia. This is, let's see if we can blow that up. Right? Panspermia. Panspermia is the idea of life traveling through the cosmos. That means bacteria, viruses, all those molecular little quirks and shit traveling on comets and asteroids that enter the Earth's atmosphere that brings new versions of bacteria and viruses to the planet. It's kind of like a mini version of an egg and a sperm. Same thing. If you look at the Earth, it's like an egg. If you look at the asteroids, they're like little light sperms. I'm just saying, it makes sense. So it could be that this could be a natural thing. It's possible. It's really fucking possible. Especially the fact that there's been an uptick of asteroids bashing this planet in the last damn near a year, but it's really been ramping up in the last 6 or 7 months. In the last 2 or 3 months, it's been a hotbed of asteroids. I've gotten calls from people like, oh, I just seen an asteroid. It was the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I've seen one. And if you have never seen an asteroid, or a meteor, asteroid, meteor, I'm not sure what the difference is. Both them motherfuckers is big as shit. And if you see one, you'll never forget it. Ever. It looks like something in the movie. It's like, oh my God, it's crazy. Anyhow, so it's possible that this virus or bacteria could have been brought in here by the uptick of meteors. Very, very possible. So let's take a break. And look at some of the dumb zombies around the world. Shall we? I think we shall. Yeah, man. Let's look at some of these zombies, man. Because people, listen, whether it's from an asteroid, whether it's from Yamin and them, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, right? Whether it's us doing something manny to try to, who knows? We don't know. That's the whole point. Whoever or whatever's going on, is something going on, and there's some zombies out here who don't give a damn, and they're helping spread the shit. All right, so let's take a look. Look at these motherfuckers. Look at this bro. This bro doing the coronavirus challenge. She licking toilets. Dog.
Things out there like hunger and poverty, and we need to address that.
Here you can see a TikTok video of this Instagram model licking a toilet seat on a flight to Miami as part of a coronavirus challenge.
I know all of you are just so concerned about me, thinking, oh my God, Eva, you're gonna die, and like that's the last thing we want because we all love you so much. But I just want to let you know I am totally fine because coronavirus is a respiratory infection. I don't have it because I can still hit the shit out of this puff bar.
But what the younger generation may not realize is while they may be okay, they could spread the virus to the elderly. Those 65 and older may experience...
This is another reason why the earth could just be purging itself. And this could be part of the process. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. I've been waiting. We've been waiting for Miami spring break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2-3 months. So we're just out here having a good time. Whatever happens, happens.
Like, it's really messing up with my spring break. What is there to do here other than go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all of it? It's really messing up. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. I think it's doing way too much.
Doing us bad. We need a refund. This virus ain't that serious. It's serious. It's more serious things out there like hunger and poverty, and we need to address that.
Yeah, I mean, we planned this a long time ago, and it was kind of up in the air if we still go, but like we're here. I just turned 21 this year, so I'm here to party, so it's kind of disappointing, but we're just making the most of it. We met these other people in our little Airbnb spot, so we're just hanging out with them and trying to get drunk before everything closes.
I mean, it sucks, but we're gonna make the best of it. We're enjoying ourselves. It sucks, and I'm from New Orleans, so this really sucks. However, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We having day parties all day. It's my birthday, St. Patrick's Day. Turn up.
We're just trying to roll with the boy. We're just living for the moment. We're just gonna do what happens when it happens. When stuff closes, we're gonna do it when it closes. But besides that, we're just trying to have the best trip we can.
This is why, man, look, sometimes I do teeter on the doom and gloom because I think this shit need to reset because these motherfuckers are stupid.
Are you tired of the media spinning the truth and pushing false narratives? Well, take a look at this.
Shit, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, this is stupid, man. Oh shit. Okay, look, we just had to take a break. Sometimes I don't like to be too teacherish. Like, oh yeah, so this is the DNA and the RNA ribofluids and the double strand versus the single. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do it. So, yeah, that's fine. Anyhow, back to this shit. Blood types. How important the blood types are. Let's take a look. Okay. The ABO blood group system involves 2 antigens and 2 antibodies found in human blood. The 2 antigens are antigen A and antigen B. The 2 antibodies are antibody A and antibody B. The antigens are present on the red blood cells and the antibodies in the serum. Remember when I was telling you about how when the virus enters the body, it takes over the cells, it creates, it duplicates. At that point, depending on your blood type and which antigens are available, depending on your blood type, depends on how much and what antibodies are dispersed to destroy the viruses. Okay? All right. I don't know if you followed that. Let me try to find an example. Okay, let's take a look. All right. Here we go. Boo, 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 boo. The immune system protects the body from possibly harmful substances by recognizing and responding to antigens. Antigens are substances, usually proteins, on the surface of cells, viruses, and fungi or bacteria. Your immune system learns to see these antigens as normal and usually does not react against them. Blood group O has 0 or no antigens, but both anti-A and anti-B antibodies. In the plasma, as well as some special anti-A and B antibodies. Blood group AB has both A and B antigens, but no antibodies. See, this is why it's important to understand what blood type you are, so you can understand what foods you need for your blood type to help you fight off viruses. Not everybody's the same. It doesn't even matter about race, it matters about blood type. Let's keep pushing. Let's take a look. Antigen. What does it mean? It's a toxin or other foreign substance which induces an immune response in the body, especially the production of antibodies. Okay, that's fair. Let's take a look. Immune system. Let's look at the 5 parts of the immune system. Let me find that. Okay. Here we go. The immune system is made up of organs that control the production of the maturation of certain defense cells. The lymphocytes, bone marrow, the thymus. Why is it going into detail about where it's at? The thymus gland and the lymphoids. That's fun to say, the lymphoids. Yeah, so there's 5 parts to the immune system. Okay, antibodies. We kind of already know what an antibody is, but just in case we don't, it's a blood protein produced in response to counteracting a specific antigen. Mind you, let's go, hold on, let me see. Here we go. Blood type chart. Here we go. Now, let me get my face in here so I can make sure y'all can see what I'm talking about. Y'all feel me? You feel me? All right. So, blood group antigen. See that? Blood group A has only A antigen on red cells and B antibodies in the plasma. The plasma is the substance. Like, you know, the stuff you see when you bleed, that's the plasma, okay? All right. So A has A antigens that trigger antibodies, but only B antibodies. B has B antigens and only A antibodies. AB has both A and B antigens, but it doesn't have A or B antibodies in the plasma. So why is this important to understand? Hold on, let's go to O. O has neither A or B antigens in the blood cells, right? Inside the blood cells, but both has A and B in the plasma. Why is this important? What does this really mean instead of just reading it? This is what it means. This means that when you have the antigens in the blood itself, that means, or the antibodies, the antibodies in the plasma itself, that means it attacks shit soon as you're exposed. It's attacking shit. So some blood types is not attacking shit once it gets exposed. It waits until it gets into the blood cell itself to fight it, depending on the type of blood. Okay? I don't know if that makes any sense, but if you want to research it yourself, I'm giving you a nice head start. All right? Okay. Let's take our time. Let's take our time with this. Go. Let's go. Let's get it. Went down the wrong way. I don't have the virus. Don't look at me funny. I don't have it. Everybody I talk to, man, motherfuckers will start coughing and be like, hey, I don't got the shit. Trust me, I don't got it. Motherfuckers is funny, man. Can I put this over to the side? I can't get this off the screen. That's fucked up. Okay, so, all right. So we covered blood types. Kinda. I could go in deeper. I don't want to spend a lot of time on stuff that you guys could actually go look up yourself. I'm just giving you a good head start, you know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't believe shit. I could be wrong. I don't know, right? But I took the time out to kind of find a way to present it in a nice palatable way for you guys. Okay? So, and again, like, here's the thing. A lot of time people get used to watching YouTubers for information, and sometimes it may make some people lazy to research it themselves. And you know, I always, when I do give out information, I always leave meat on the bone for you to go get yourself. You know what I'm saying? I could sit up here and do a 3-hour, 4-hour fucking live and fill it all the way from minute second 1 to the end second of information. You know what I'm saying? But you still won't get it all anyways. You still gonna have to. No one can know everything, and no one can act like or pretend like they know everything and give it to you, so you can act like you and pretend that you know everything. Nah, I'm telling you right now, this ain't all of it. It's hella shit. This ain't shit. Okay? I'm just keeping it funky. Now, and another thing, people will be like, well, why don't you do a video on this? Why don't you do a video on that? For what? There's hella videos on this and that already. You know what I'm saying? Go look at them videos. Them is cool. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dope occult, metaphysical, spiritual teachers and who cover all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to regurgitate subjects that are already out there. I try to do all the shit that people ain't talking about. You know what I'm saying? I try to look at all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know? So that's just my approach. I mean, sometimes I'll double up on a topic that people got, but if I feel like it's interesting, if I feel like it's worth it, you know what I'm saying? If I feel like it's cool. So, okay. Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. I think we're going to get into the mutations now. Let's take a look. Here we go. I'm looking for. Okay, let's read the definition of mutations. Okay, what is a mutation? A mutation is a change in the DNA, hereditary material of life. An organism's DNA affects how it looks, how it behaves, and its physiology. So a change in the organism's DNA can cause a change in all aspects of its life. Mutations are essential to evolution. They are raw material of genetic variation. This is why I brought up the fact that this virus is changing the DNA codes. Period. What is it turning us into? Period. Something that we're not already. Globally. It's not just happening in one area. It's happening around the globe. So, what does that mean? There are 3 types of DNA mutations: a base substitution, a deletion, and an insertion. This is what I was talking about earlier. Okay? When there's a mutation to your DNA, it's either going to take away from it, it's going to add to it, or it's going to multiply it. All right? Okay. So let's look at some visuals to help us further understand this. All right? You still need a pack of them? You still need a pack of them?
My name's DJ. Go.
What did you say, Chris?
Don't you lose these for your butt.
Go through what?
Don't you lose these for your butt.
What do you mean?
Do you lose these for your butt? At the old house, our old house, don't you?
No. Put them back.
I saw you the other day. The long time ago those days. You do lose it sometimes. The other days. So you still want a pack of them?
Put it back.
Y'all motherfuckers still want a pack of this? You still need a pack of them? Because I got some. Stop playing with me. Now, let's get some visuals on here so you guys can understand how mutation works. Let's take a look.
Mutations. Mutations are simply changes in DNA. And why is changes in DNA bad? Well, DNA, remember, is going to be transcribed to make something called this, messenger RNA, and that's going to be translated to make something called a protein, and that protein is going to make you. And so if you have changes in the DNA, that's going to cause changes in the messenger RNA, and that's eventually going to change the proteins, and it's eventually going to change you. And so mutations we tend to think of as being bad, but mutations are also good. In fact, all life on our planet started with a change in the DNA that was selected for or against creating the wonderful diversity that we have on our planet. And
we're going to stop it right there. I was going to let him talk and break down some more shit, but we're going to stop him right the fuck there. This is what I was talking about. We're nothing but bacteria on a planet. Even though we think that we're alive and we're doing shit and we're driving cars, we're fucking bacteria that is intelligent. We're just a genome of it. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. But you see how he said that's how life started here. And kind of going back to what I said earlier about panspermia. Viruses, bacteria were brought to this planet to come together to either create a humanoid or to evolve a humanoid that was already created. Probably both. Usually, people think linear. They're like, well, the theory of evolution. And that's the theory of evolution. And then some people don't believe in the theory of evolution because they're like, how can this just be a mistake and we just grew here? And no, we were created by something. What if it's both? See, stop thinking so fucking linearly. It could be both. Stop playing. Matter of fact, usually we're so egotistical we think we can figure out shit. Usually the answer is something that we're not even thinking about. This is why I look at the shit that motherfuckers ain't saying. The motherfucking shit that people ain't thinking. You gotta look at the chaos of shit. You gotta have a mind of chaos, because chaos is what creation is. For example, I don't know if this is going to translate well, but I'm drawing a circle. A circle. Okay? You can keep drawing, you can keep going in a circle, and all you're going to do is continue a cycle. Is going to take some form of chaos that happens to make this line go off the beaten path to create another circle. There has to be a chaotic event, a chaotic thought to create another circle. It has to be a point of chaos. I dwell in the land of chaos. That's why my videos are so erratic. It's hard for me to be linear. I don't understand it. I don't understand 1 + 1 = 2. That makes no sense to me. I mean, I get it. That's how I was taught. But nah. Feel me? It has to be chaos somewhere. That's the only way that things evolve. That's the only way you can even fathom a new thought. And there's really no such thing at the same time. There's everything is at the same time. Anyways, I digress. But again, just like how he said, some mutations are good. This is why I thought about the possibility that this may not be man-made. Okay? It may not even be man-made. It may be the nature of things. Either way, it could be both. Why? Because everything has a spiritual origin before it gets here. Man-made is just a story. Natural origin is just a story. But what the fuck is it doing? Another reason why I made this video. Because no matter what the fuck it is doing, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? This is why I started to break down what the virus does, what the DNA means, what kind of blood types. See? Because whether you want to meditate, pray, hook up with your ancestors, whatever the case of what you want to do with it, right? You got to know what you're directing the energy to. I'm repeating. You got to know what you're directing the energy to. This is why I'll give you the words. Hold on, let me go to this window. Stop playing with me. Oh, that's what happened. I keep accidentally closing the window. Man, okay. So, for example, look at this. Let me bring myself in here so y'all can feel me. Man, feel this. You feel me? This, like this word right here, right? So, virion. Virion is when the virus comes out of the host cell and then starts to be some other shit. The shit you sneeze out. The reason why I'm showing you the words of what these things are is so you could look at the origin of the word. Is it a Latin word? How do you say this in Latin? What is the origin? How do you say this? Because you can say it in your prayer, in your meditation, but it'd be like, you know, with the help and guidance of all the ancestors, I ask you to come forth through the elements to help rid me of this virion, or however you say it. This word don't necessarily have a origin, but see, you can translate it. What? Stop playing with me. You can translate it to let's find something that's kind of ancient, man. Well, let's just do Latin. That's the easiest thing to do. There's no Latin translate to Latin. There's no Latin version, but most words do have origin. So why is this important? Because when you're saying things and you're trying to evoke and you're casting spells or using mantras, you know what I'm saying? You want to say things, and usually when you use an old dialect, Latin, Germanic, other things other than English, but in this case there is no other version. You want to say these things to make these things so. If you want to fight it on a spiritual level, if you want to use it to become a mutant, which is possible, which could be what's going on. This could be the fucking awakening niggas was doing in 2012. Like, nigga, oh, we finna turn into, nigga, we finna be gods. This could be that, nigga. Stop playing. This could be that. Look, I'm not saying I know what it is. All I'm saying is it could be. I'm just putting it on the table. You tell me, nigga, shit. That bullshit. Anyways, this could be all of that. So, if you gonna use it and embrace it and turn it into a mutation in your favor, you got to know what you talking about, and you got to use what you need to use to talk to what you need to talk to so it can do what it need to do. Period. Y'all playing games. My brother, my brother say, the universe come to cash in, seeing all this bullshit going on. Yeah, exactly. Cadillac, you always ask me about my blood type. Yeah, I know. I ain't finna say it. Hell nah. That white boy look like he got it. What? What is going on in the chat room? What is going on in the chat room? Y'all be having me rolling. London in the building. Man, what's good, London? Huh? Stop playing with me. You know what's funny, man? I say that a lot, right? I say that a lot. But I don't say it on camera a lot, right? And then a certain YouTuber says it. And now I'm saying it on camera. So I don't want people to think that I'm over here saying that because they said, nah, fuck out of here. I'm from the Bay, bruh. Stop playing with me. You know? Tapping in. All right, man. So look, I think if there's not, oh, there go my cousin. Yeah, my young cousin, young T, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Unless I'm telling y'all, take advantage of me doing the QA thing. Take advantage, cause you know what I'm saying? Either that or wait for a study session. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I don't do lives a lot. I'm in the quarantine, so I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, young T know that everything is electricity. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm really arrogant in the way that I explain things. Out to donate blood to... Oh, they were trying to get people to donate blood in the news? What? See, that's what I'm saying. This is why doing lives and being in the chat is so important. So we can hear from people from different soils and to see what's going on. Like, what? This is what I'm saying, man. Man, bruh. Listen, look, it's highly possible. And this is me going out on a limb. I'm going out on a limb. I gave y'all a lot of facts, right? But it doesn't hurt to throw a possibility out there. It's highly possible that this could be both. This could be people trying to gain control under a certain type of world order. Checkmate. Or it could be... No, not or. At the same time, them trying to get control over the potential mutants that's on the rise. Because remember, they know a little bit more than we do. You see what I'm saying? We could be mutating right now, and they like, yo, we need to get this under control ASAP. Possibility, maybe not. Like I said, we just dealing with all the factors, and we're trying to put it all together, man. Balance. Marco the Prophet is on point. Balance. Indeed, I do agree. Okay. What about the Rhesus blood type? Hold on, bro. when I was going through the blood types, right? Remember, I pulled that information up. That information do not touch at all on the RH negatives. That's a whole different video. You could have A, B, O, and that's one thing. That's one thing. But if you use common sense, you can kind of figure it out, right? So those rules still apply with the A, B, O, right? Those rules still apply. But when you take the RH negative, then you start to see who is who. See, who is the original. See, like I said, I just put it on the table. Y'all take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to wrap it up. You already know the drill, man. Keep them third eyes open. NewMysterySchool.com. If you like content like this, you check out more videos. Also, unlock those chambers, which I'm going to unlock. I just ain't get around to it today. I'm going to unlock the chambers, man. Unlock those chambers. You know what I'm saying? To get accessories and tools that you need to aid you in your ascension process. In the ascension process. It's all ascend, everyone. No, I'm serious, man. You know what I'm saying? You need them herbs, you know what I'm saying? You need them rare crystals, them Lemuria seed crystals and all that. Yeah, I got those. But that's another thing. When I do open the chambers and you see, you know, certain crystals or certain herbs or whatever, you have to know they're on a limited supply because I can't get the same shit anymore because motherfuckers ain't around. You dig? Ooh, my young cuzzo hit the head on the nail. They trying to manipulate what was a natural occurrence into their favor. Man, you summed up the whole video. I should have just cut the live on, said that, and cut it off. That's it. That's it right there. Young Link Jr. holla. Did you know California issued a stay-at-home emergency today? And if you violate it, you'll be fined up to $1,000 up to 6 months imprisonment. Hold on, bro. Hold on. For real? That really happened? If that really happened, I'm going to show y'all something that's going... Hold on. Give me 1 second. Stop playing. Oh, shit. Hold on. What? Where'd it go? I'm looking for something real quick. Okay. Let me hold on, bro. He said we finna see if that's facts. Two hours ago. Oh shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, while I was running my mouth, motherfuckers is going down, huh? Stop playing. Now.
Walking into a clothing store is a completely different
Oh,
experience.
man, we ain't finna watch no commercials, man. They don't pay me for that shit. So it seems like that's facts. I see now. That's what I'm talking about. Bring facts. Bring facts. Now, what's funny about that is this morning, right? My boy sent me this. I don't know if this gonna show on the screen well. Right? You see that? You see that? I don't know if y'all can see that. You might not be able to see that. You see that? That's military Humvees in Mountain View. That's right over the bridge. There's a lot of bridges in the bay. That's right over the bridge. Somebody snapped a picture of that shit and sent it to the news like, the National Guard here. They here. Nigga, we live from the quarantine right now. Nigga, we the guinea pigs for the rest of the country right now. So what is that? You know what? I told you, motherfucker. I told y'all. Blood. I told you. Look, I can't remember what video I said it in, but I told y'all. I said the Bay Area is unique. The West Coast in general, but the Bay Area is something special. A lot of changes and a lot of special ability people are here in the Bay. It will make sense to quarantine us first if we were going to mutate. Ooh. This is why they don't shed no light on the Bay. This is why they don't give the Bay that open door to influence the rest of the world, because we already do it. All I'm saying is, wait. Governor Newsom also said there are National Guard troops to help with the food distribution. Man, shit. Not you. Get the fuck out of here, man. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. I think I need to get off here and see what's going on. I've been on here for what? Shit, I don't even know. Does it tell me? Can I take a look? Yeah, man. Okay, you know, I'm gonna edit this right here in the live. Let me take a look. Boop, 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 boop. Just so motherfuckers can get the idea. Boop, 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 boop. Whoops. Man, look, y'all. I think we just need to leave it there, man, and reconvene. Tomorrow's a whole nother day. This shit is changing by the day. The stores are still crazy. I found a loaf of bread today, though. I found 2 loaves, actually. I found 2 loaves of bread, and I took it to my people. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed enough to get some toilet paper from a very special friend, you know what I'm saying, that shared it with me, and I really appreciate that. You know, keeping that shit real. Hold on, my brother holla. The National Guard out there in LA posted up at the store. What? I'm gonna have to call my pops, man. Alright, man. Thank y'all for joining me. For those who chimed in late, you could watch the beginning of the stream later. Alright. I'm gone.